Time is 6 o'clock. I call the meeting of the Atoka City Council to order. Ask you to all rise as we do the flag salute and the invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you bow with me? Dear God, we come to you tonight and we just thank you, God, that for another day that we're able to be here. And God, I just pray tonight that you just protect us from these storms or possible storms that may be coming through, God. And I just pray, God, that as we make the decisions for the city of Atoka, God, that you just give us wisdom and, God, that we just make the right decisions. And God, I just thank you for this group of people that serve, and I just pray all these things in your son's name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Again, thank you all for joining us. At this point, I would ask the clerk to call roll, please.
Ms. McGee?
Here.
Mr. Sherrill?
Here.
Ms. Pogue?
Here.
Mr. Turner?
Here.
Mayor Kathy?
Here. Okay, as we move down the agenda, this is the public comment time. This is anything that's not on the posted agenda. You may address the board at this time. Hearing none, we'll move down to the business agenda. Item number 1, discussion and/or action regarding approving or rejecting the minutes of the meeting of March 18th, 2024.
I recommend approving.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Ms. Pogue?
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill?
Yes.
Ms. McGee?
Yes.
Mayor Kathy?
Yes. Excuse me. Item number 2, discussion and/or action regarding accepting or rejecting the city manager's report. Good evening, Mr. Delay. How are you, sir?
Good. Everybody doing okay tonight, I hope?
Yes, sir.
My report is on attachment number 2, if anyone has any questions. And we've got cleanup week scheduled for April 15th through the 19th as a reminder.
Sounds good. If there's not any questions, I recommend approving.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Ms. Pogue?
Yes.
Ms. McGee?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill?
Yes.
Mayor Kathy?
Yes. Item number 3, discussion and/or action on approving or rejecting blanket purchase orders for the city of Atoka for the month of April. Mr. Delay, back to you, sir.
Those are listed on attachment number 3, if anyone has any questions.
Okay. Any questions for the city manager?
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Sherrill?
Yes.
Ms. McGee?
Yes.
Ms. Pogue?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mayor Kathy?
Yes. Item number 4, discussion and/or action to award Miller Asphalt the overlay job on North Ohio Avenue, including labor and materials of 2-inch hot mix asphalt in the amount of $31,975.
That is on attachment number 4. That is the low bid that we received. That's for the section right over here across the road,
Okay.
across the street.
I recommend approving.
I'll second.
Okay, motion and second. Roll call, please.
Ms. McGee?
Yes.
Ms. Pogue?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill?
Yes.
Mayor Kathy?
Yes.
One
Item
quick
number 5.
question on that. How many blocks is it?
Just that one block over here
Just the
between
one?
Court and here.
Okay.
First Street.
All right.
A Street?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Item number 5, discussion and/or action regarding adopting or rejecting resolution number 2024-12, authorizing the mayor/city manager and a city director to apply for a rural business development grant and sign all necessary documents to file and process the grant. Mr. Dealing?
That's Carol.
Carol?
This is that $30,000 grant that we're applying for the analytics software.
Okay.
I'll motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill?
Yes.
Ms. McGee?
Yes.
Ms. Pogue?
Yes.
Mayor Kathy?
Yes.
Do we need to make that one an emergency? No.
Item number 6, discussion and/or action on approving or rejecting a mutual aid agreement with the town of Stringtown for activation of town storm siren alert system.
If you guys remember, several years ago, we had entered into an agreement with Stringtown whereby they received our old storm sirens when we upgraded ours. They have those installed and operational now, and they approached Travis about assisting them in activating them during severe weather conditions. My initial concerns were, well, what happens if Travis doesn't have time or misses something and forgets, if the city was going to be liable for that. So I've drafted a mutual aid agreement, which basically Stringtown is giving us permission to activate their storm sirens when we feel like it's necessary. But we're not required to. They maintain, we have it spelled out that they are the ones that are solely responsible for doing that. And if we do it, great. If we don't, they need to be prepared and able to do it.
Right.
And that they're gonna indemnify us for any lawsuits or legal issues that they may have, you know, in the event that we don't do it, so.
I thought when we, talked about it last time that we decided that we weren't gonna do that. We weren't gonna be responsible for, any, like Travis going up or helping, or that it was gonna be solely their responsibility.
Well, it
To
is.
take us out of that.
This is just saying that if Travis sees something coming and he wants to, he has their permission.
But they can be initiated from the command center,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
It would, like, what we're running into right now is 3 of the guys that can, they all work at the exact same time. So if there was just one to move through from like 5 AM to 3 PM, they may not have anybody in straight now that can. It would just give us authorization to send that signal to them.
So he doesn't have.
Okay, what if
Phys-
and if it's send, the signal is sent to them, and
Well,
they can't,
It's just like ours, the same programming, we just send out a signal. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then it's
Okay.
on straight down.
so that's on Stringtown.
Yes.
And our
Okay.
signal's connected to theirs?
They're
Their
on the same
sirens?
radio frequency, but we have different codes.
Okay.
It's a 5-digit code is what we have to type in.
Okay, that's what I was asking, if we're gonna be responsible for that.
We are not.
Okay. Okay, well
Any other
then,
questions or comments?
I recommend approving.
Okay. Have a motion, do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, roll call, please.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mayor Kathy.
Yes. Item number 7, discussion and/or action to authorize the city attorney to bring suit in district court to close, vacate, or permanently foreclose the right to reopen certain portions of Pennsylvania Street lying between Block 25 and 26 in the city of Atoka.
This goes back to me.
Mhm.
This is Pennsylvania Street where the park is and lying between Reba's and Jackson's. We'd talked in the past about vacating that, and this is just the formal process to start that. So it actually requires a district court lawsuit to vacate that portion of the plat. And so I'm just asking for your authorization to move forward with that.
Any questions?
I recommend approving.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, roll call, please.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mayor Kathy.
Yes. Item number 8, discussion and/or action on naming road beginning at North Mitchell Road and running southwest along railroad right-of-way to East North Hills Drive.
Everybody know where that's at now?
Mm-mm.
So
That's
this
clear
is
as mud,
that-
right?
This is that trail that runs, next to the railroad tracks.
The unimproved gravel drive that goes,
Yeah, the big trail. And that's where our industry is going to be locating on that road. Well, if we don't name it, the only address they could have is either North Hills or, Benita Allen, which means nobody will ever find them because
Yeah.
they're on that area, the new road that we're constructing. So this road lines up straight with North Mitchell Road, and so it just makes sense to go ahead and just name it North Mitchell.
are we good with having addresses? Do we have enough room for addresses south of the north?
Derek makes some question, but the way the system works, it should be good to keep going with it.
Okay,
They'll just have to plot it out and get to that address as well.
okay. All right, any questions?
I'll motion to
Do I hear a
approve.
motion? Okay, have a motion.
Second.
And a second, roll call, please.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Mr. Turner, Mayor Kathy.
Yes. Okay, as we move into the next item is under public requested agenda items. Item number 1, discussion and/or action on the request from Sean Fincher regarding the requirements of section 12-224.1, the building facades in residential and commercial districts as it relates to the construction of metal buildings. Mr. Fincher, good evening, sir.
I was talking to the people there that does the codes and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Steve Maxwell's wanting to continue his building playing, hooky or the old building on Main Street there. He wants it to look like one solid metal building where the old blocks, the plywood and all that was.
I'm sorry, which building is it again? I'm sorry.
Playing hooky on, right on the highway.
In front of that motel.
Oh, where the old bait shop was.
Where the bait shop
Okay,
was,
gotcha,
yes.
gotcha. Okay.
Okay, the north end's a metal building, a pretty new metal building. The guys in here said he wasn't for sure if that fell under the new restrictions or nothing. But what he was wanting to do was continue that building to the south, cover them blocks with metal, continue one solid roof line and make it look like a new metal building.
Okay.
And he said that he could not tell me I could do that, I'd have to come before y'all for that, because of the false fronts, 100%, 25 on the side and all that. So I was asking, what about the new, laundromat one? That's 26 gauge commercial run sheet iron, it's just ran backwards. Is that in lieu of, say, stucco brick or something of that?
Sure.
Are we allowed to do that? Will that pass what we got going on there?
Well, I think the variation on that particular building that you're speaking about, they brought renderings showing what the final product would look like, and the council chose to allow them to do that. What we did in the past, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. City Attorney, was there were certain things that weren't gonna meet certain standards that some people were wanting to build in town, and that's how this code came about. So, I don't, Johnny, are we gonna look at this on a case-by-case basis,
No.
or is this something we need to
What-
try to amend, or
What-
if the council chooses to change that
What-
ordinance, or what's the process here?
What we decided with the laundromat was our code provision specifically disallows standing seam panels, aluminum siding, and R panels. And it says metal siding, and then in brackets, standing seam panels, aluminum siding, and R panels. They had brought in a architectural steel product that we decided did not meet the definitions of a standing seam panel or an R panel.
Okay.
It was some kind of architectural product, much like you would see at the top of Casey's new facility there, where they've got their logo sign up there. That's a metal product that's up there as well. So what we don't want and what we're not approving is R panel siding or standing seam siding. It's if it's a decorative architectural paneling, we are allowing that as long as it doesn't look like, a metal building, basically.
That's typical metal building, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Still gonna be a metal building.
So if I match what's on that building right there, we're good.
Be
As
accurate.
long as it's not R panel, as long as it's not
That
standing
right there
steam.
is 26 gauge, reverse run, sheet metal is all that is. Nothing.
He brought in some kind of, I forget the name of it, but he had the big like the big sample panels of this decorative architectural product. Now, whether or not I'll have to get with code enforcement to see if that's what he actually used. I don't know.
I mean, it looks similar to what? There may be some variations.
It
to
looks like
looks
the
very similar.
renderings that he provided.
Yeah.
I mean, it does look like the renderings, so, I don't know.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to do this on a case-by-case basis, because if we've done one,
Well, but the reason we did the one was because it didn't fall within the R panel ruling, because it's truly not an R panel, just flipped
No,
backwards.
it's not our panel.
Right.
I'm just trying to get it.
Sure.
But they're approaching me to go fix some problems over there on
Yes,
the
sir.
laundromat
Understand.
as well.
Okay.
And I don't wanna get into something that
No, I understand.
somebody's work,
No, no.
That's
Yeah.
all good,
Yeah.
what they got going there.
well,
Yeah.
how come you didn't bring nothing for us to see?
Well, he's just trying to get some estimates together from Mr. Mansell, correct?
Well, before you
To
get
under-
estimates, wouldn't you
To
wanna
understand
know?
well, he's trying to figure out what he can and can't do.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and then,
So, and I was just asking, ma'am,
Oh,
if I've done the front of the building, like the new laundromat going in, was that acceptable, is my question.
And that is acceptable if you use that product.
Okay. That's what I was needing to know.
But you
One more
said
question.
you
They're all
had to
good
make
with
sure that the
Everything's
product
good. I've been
was,
working on the laundry
yeah.
as well.
I mean,
That's where code enforcement's gonna have to step in and make
Okay.
sure that.
yeah,
that
code
they're-
enforcement needs to go look and make sure they use the right product on there, but I think they have. It looks very similar to the renderings they provided to us, you know, so.
That's all I was needing.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
What's the weather?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, is there
Well, I
any,
told Steve that, he said, I'm done, I'm leaving it just like it. I said, it'll look a lot better, we can make something
Yeah.
happen.
there you go.
All right, guys, thank
Thank
you.
Thank you, Mr. Fincher. Okay, is there any new business, any council comments?
I just wanna make one comment. Are we gonna change this code so that way everybody doesn't have to bring that
I
kind of stuff
know.
in
When
every
we
time?
did
And
that
just let
first
code
one.
enforcement handle it?
I'll talk with you after the meeting about that individually.
Well, it shouldn't come here, right?
Correct.
It should go to code enforcement and they either say it allowed or not.
Right.
Okay, so it shouldn't
Well,
come
I
up.
thought that code also said that it has to be, the facade has to be rock or brick or whatever.
I think that was on residential though, not on
That's a
commercial.
commercial, I thought it was commercial and residential, cause Tracy,
I
What's
think
the
the
name
only
has-
exception is industrial.
Oh, okay.
So, okay. This time, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a
Oh.
motion.
Second.
Second, motion is second, roll call, please.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Mayor Kathy.
Yes. I'm so good, I got 2 municipal packets. Okay, as we enter to our next meeting of the evening, the Atoka Municipal Authority, would you call roll, please?
Mr. Sherrill,
Here.
Mr. Turner,
Here.
Ms. McGee,
Here.
Ms.
Sorry.
Pogue. Here. Chairman Kathy.
Here. Okay, this is public comment time, so anything that's not on the posted agenda, you may address the board at this time. And hearing none, we'll go into the business meeting agenda. Item number 1, discussion and/or action regarding approving or rejecting the minutes of the meeting of March 18th, 2024.
I recommend approving.
I'll
Have a
second.
motion is second, roll call, please.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. Move down, is there any new business? Any trustee comments? Hearing none,
Make
do I
a
hear a motion to adjourn? Have a motion, second, roll call, please.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. Moving our next meeting of the evening, the Atoka City Industrial Development Authority, would you call roll, please?
Ms. McGee,
Here.
Mr. Turner,
Here.
Ms. Pogue. Here. Mr. Sherrill,
Here.
Chairman Kathy.
Here. So move down, this is the comment time, this is public comment time, so anything that's not on the posted agenda, you may address the board at this time. And hearing none, we'll move down to the business agenda. Item number 1, discussion and/or action regarding approving and rejecting the minutes of the meeting of March 18th, 2024.
I recommend approving.
I'll second.
Motion second, roll call, please.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. Item number 2, discussion and/or action regarding accepting or rejecting the Economic Development Director's report.
We are moving at breakneck speed on our industries out there. We've got CNBC that's going to be in this week on our battery recycling plant. They have the exclusive rights of using it. And then next month, we'll be having an opening ceremony with that. On the agenda tonight is the agreement with MacPro on the new industry that's coming in on North Mitchell Road.
Okay, any questions or comments?
I recommend approving.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, roll call, please.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. Item number 3, discussion and/or action on approving the payment of $5,000 to Philip Allen and Pamela Allen in consideration of and accepting a right of first refusal agreement for property located in section 1, 2, 3, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 18 of Township 2 South, Range 10 East, Atoka County. This is in conjunction with some of the work we're doing on the new airport. This is just allowing, where that current property is located for the new, would be for the new airport. This gives the industrial authority the first option if he was to get an offer that would stop the project altogether if we didn't have this in place, and he's agreeable to this, so this is why we're bringing this before the board.
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. Item number 4, discussion and/or action regarding the acknowledgement of the adoption or rejection of resolution number 2024-12, authorizing the mayor, city manager, and the city director to apply for a rural business development grant and sign all necessary documents to file and process the grant. Again, this is what was approved in the city council meeting. This is just moving over to the industrial authority.
I recommend approving.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. Item number 5, discussion and/or action on approving or rejecting the disposition and development agreement for MagPro Chlor-Alkali LLC for 30.029 acres, to be exact, of land located in the Atoka Heavy Industrial Park, Section 1, Township 2 South, Range 11 East.
So that layout avoids all Line Creeks and Snugsville in right there.
Okay.
There will be one change on the conditions precedent to closing. We are bringing in a road to them, plus plus the water and sewer and utilities, which run right there adjacent to their land, and a pad ready side, because we'll be able to do that pad when we do the road. The one change is, it says provide a pad ready. To do all that prior to closing, it will actually be concurrent with construction.
Any questions or comments?
I recommend approving.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. So there's no new business or any trustee comments. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
A motion second, roll call, please.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. So we move into our next and last meeting of the evening, the Atoka City Emergency Management Authority. Would you call roll, please?
Ms. McGee,
Here.
Mr. Sherrill,
Here.
Mr. Turner,
Here.
Ms. Pogue,
Here.
Chairman Kathy.
Here. Yes, well, thank everyone for staying with us. This is the public comment time for this meeting. This is anything that's not on the posted agenda. You may address the board at this time. Hearing none, we'll move down to the business agenda. Item number 1, a discussion and/or action regarding approving or rejecting the minutes of the meeting of January 2nd, 2024.
I recommend approving.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. Item number 2, discussion and/or action regarding approving or rejecting the minutes of the meeting of February 20th, 2024.
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion and second. Roll call, please.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. Item number 3, discussion and/or action regarding accepting or rejecting the Emergency Management Director's report. Good evening, Mr. Mullins.
Good evening. I attached my report. We've been pretty busy. We have a lot of training and stuff going on, but the one thing I wanted to make sure and bring up to y'all was the change that was outlined in state of Oklahoma emergency management. We got a new director, and they went back across some laws in state of Oklahoma. During a disaster, anytime like FEMA does reimbursement, they reimburse up 75% of the disaster. Oklahoma used to reimburse 12.5%. There's no laws that says they had to. That was just like charity, they said. It's been cut off effective 2024. So anything that's not been approved as of like January 15th will no longer be approved. So we'll only get back to 75% FEMA is, and then 25% will be out from us. So that's just kind of the way it goes. Wished it was different, but she said that's the laws, and they've been pushing, trying to pass it. All the other directors would not do it, but she said she had no choice. She had to provide all the information to us. So that's pretty much it, unless y'all have any questions.
Any questions for the director?
I recommend approving.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Ms. Pogue,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Ms. McGee,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. Item number 4, discussion and/or action on approving or rejecting the outdoor siren policy updates.
I had to change the tornado warning. I had to change the tone on it. And then on the last one, which was the H, monthly test, we went ahead and added it back. I wasn't gonna do it at one point, but we're looking at signing an agreement to fix and talk about with iPods, where we'll have to do a monthly
I saw
test
that.
with the system. So if we do that,
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
A motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Miss Pope,
Yes.
Miss McGee,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes.
Quick question. On the mobile phones, those are just the what you have, right? It said you'll go to all on the iPods?
We're
Here we go.
fixing to talk about that.
Okay.
And I can explain a little more in
All
that
right.
category.
Okay, item number 5, discussion and/or action to authorize city staff to pursue an agreement with iPause notifications.
So iPause is a government program. It'll take a signature by me and a signature by Brian to get it done. It's all electronic signatures. What it does is anybody that's like passing through the city of Atoka, visiting the city of Atoka like that does not have our like program that gives out emergency alerts, it'll actually activate their phone and tell them that something's going on, like we've had a train derailment, hazardous material release, or just something going on that we need to generally warn the public is considered a priority under iPause. Then I can put in the message and send out this message, and it will activate anybody's phone that's within city limits. Like there, as long as your phone shows the GPS coordinates inside city limits, it will activate.
So like an Amber Alert or something like that?
Amber Alert, all that's government issue.
Right, but it's similar to that,
Similar
that
to
type of
that.
system.
If you're going down the road and it kicks on with an Amber Alert, it's the same thing. It's gonna
Okay.
kick on just like that.
Okay.
So,
That would be for any notification that needs,
anything that they have a list of what
Ding.
they will approve and stuff.
storms.
Storms and stuff come from NOAA. What we'll do is like hazardous material, that's life or death, type of
Okay.
stuff like that. They're very strict on what they do approve, and there's a whole limit of what they will approve and what not. I have a whole like 300-page manual out there with stuff.
That's all.
Does it cost anything?
No, it's free.
Even better.
Yep.
Okay.
Motion to
That's
approve.
the
I'll
reason why-
Okay.
Motion and a second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Miss McGee,
Yes.
Miss Pogue,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. Item number 6, discussion regarding Genesis notification system.
Yes.
Okay.
So everybody remembers Blackboard? It sold out Portal Connect, and they keep locking me out. Even though I have the master passcode, I have to call them every time I need to log into the system. I went through it, we had an agreement in there, we were gonna do it yearly for 3 years. If we decide as a council not to do it, then I got to read your further in it. The clause says, we don't wanna do it, we can get out. So we decided to go ahead, me and Danny talked about it, we decided to get out. We went with Genesis. Genesis also helped Susan with the city website. Instead of having 2 programs, putting out alerts from the city website, from my program, we went with one system that she can access, I can access, we can all put out the alerts that we need to. And it actually come in, what we were paying for Portal, we come in $1,000 cheaper, not including what we were paying out for the program through the city website. So it all brought it down. So Portal Connect in the next probably 30 days will stop working completely. I've been issuing stuff about the new Genesis system. The nice thing about Genesis is you can actually log into it and put a icon on your home. So instead of getting an alert that the tip of Atoka County and Daisy's getting a tornado warning, it can go through the whole city. Everybody's devices would go off and make all the phone calls. This program actually sees that it has nothing to do with you and it will not activate your phone. So it's a whole lot better of a system. They're issuing some more bills that we'll be able to use in the future. That's gonna, to me, help a lot. They actually got a map program that we can actually build ourselves and put different layers and stuff like that on. It can be put on the city's website during like severe weather. We can just click a button and it'll bring up all the storm shelter locations where people can see it.
Great.
If we got a road closure, we can just draw on the map that this section of the road's closed, and it will actually, anybody with the app can click it and just see it. So, it'll be very helpful, and I think it'll help us a lot.
So you said breaking the contract, we didn't get charged for
So
anything?
I notified them 60 days ago, and that's probably another reason why I can't get into the program. But
Okay.
I notified them 60 days ago that we would not be renewing our contract. So,
Any other questions, comments?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
it was just a discussion.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
No, it's okay, I just
Keep
wanna
me in
make sure I
track
wasn't.
here.
Oh,
Hey,
me too.
cancel
I
that.
didn't even read it. We should
Thanks for
get
playing.
after it.
Okay. Is there any new business, any trustee comments? Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Make
If I don't have any of
motion.
those.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Miss Pogue,
Yes.
Miss McGee,
Yes.
Mr. Sherrill,
Yes.
Mr. Turner,
Yes.
Chairman Kathy.
Yes. We are adjourned. and thank you for keeping me straight on it.
Susan, I would, I would now